Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be discussing one of the new anoints that was buffed on the most recent patch. Now the dust is going to be trying to settle a little bit for which anoint is going to be the most powerful. However, I truly believe that this is going to be the new most powerful anoint for Moze in the entire game, and here's why. We're going to watch a quick little video first that was sent to me, and then we're going to do an entire test of this anoint together here for you guys right in front of you. Let's go ahead and watch the video, and then we'll try to replicate it, and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can about it just by simply testing it. So this video here was sent to me by House by the Cemetery. Basically, the anoint is the 10% fire rate, 100% crit. So what he's going to do is he's going to display the damage, he's going to drop it, he's going to enter Iron Bear, he's going to exit Iron Bear, re-pick up that gun with the anoint, and then something else happens here. There's a different type of damage that was attached to it. As you can see, there is cryo damage and there is fire damage that is passing over. Now, there is no influence of items that is going to be showing and displaying that he has fire damage to pass over, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing for you guys just to prove that it does work. So before we get into it, I do want to display that I have no influence of fire damage on this character whatsoever. I just have an Unforgiven just to simply show the numbers. It has the next two magazines will have 10% increased fire rate and 100% crit. This was buffed recently to have 100% crit. And I have no shield. I have nothing to influence damage whatsoever. No skill points at all. Just to prove that this is going to be a complete test and nothing is going to be interrupting the damage. So as you can see here, my Unforgiven is doing just normal kinetic damage, 221,000 damage for a crit, and also 16,000 damage for a body shot. Now, keep that in mind. So we're going to enter Iron Bear here with that anoint. And then we are going to exit Iron Bear, keeping in mind that that anoint is still attached. Now watch what happens to the damage. It is now shock damage. It is now fire damage. I don't know why the shock was there, actually. There is fire damage that is now attached for 41,000 damage and the 16,000 normal kinetic damage that we had previously. Now, if we go for a headshot, we're doing 414,000 damage because that's a 100% crit, so it's doubling up. And we're doing 1 million damage per shot, fire damage. Now, I have no skill points and I have no other influence of damage, so this is going to be on the low scale and the low end of things. The Unforgiven is going to pass over 432% additional crit, but this is going to be on a low scale. Imagine if I had skill points added, imagine if I had a Revolter added, imagine if I had my entire build together added to this. This is low scale. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue to shoot a couple magazines through with the Unforgiven, just to answer the question of how long does that fire damage persist. It says after exiting Iron Bear, the next two magazines will have 10% increased fire rate and 100% crit. I've emptied a couple magazines already, and it looks like it's still passing over. Here's the second one. We're still going on the third. That fire damage is going to pass over for a very long time. Let's go ahead and switch out weapons to the Torrent, for example. Yeah, my Torrent is radiation, so there's no influence of fire damage here at all. I see radiation. I just see radiation and the shock because that's the special ability of the Torrent. So it looks like if you switch your weapon out of the anoint, it looks like you won't have the anoint passing over as well. So it looks like you have to keep the item equipped. I'm not sure if you can switch from one anoint to the other. I want to say no. I will have to do an additional test on that even further. Let's go ahead and see if we can get downed. Let's go ahead and see if we can persist it through getting downed. So we're going to enter Iron Bear. We're going to exit Iron Bear. We're going to keep our fire damage passing over. There's our fire damage there. I'm honestly unsure why shock is there, but oh well. Our fire damage is persisting. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can down ourselves. No, I'd have to swap out of my anoint. No, I don't think I can. I'm going to have to come back to the downing anoint. Or to the downing, and I'm gonna have to see if I can swap from one anoint to the other. I'll keep you guys updated in the comments. However, just as a statistical thing, if you guys like stats and math, the passing over of this fire damage is going to be a 125 damage percent that is passing over for fire damage. So this anoint is technically passing over 10% increased fire rate, 100% crit because it was buffed recently, and it's also passing over 125% fire damage. Now for Moze, that is incredible, because you could do things like Fire in the Skag's Den, for example. You could do things like Big Surplus. You could do things like Stoke the Embers, and you can just keep on stacking this fire damage over and over and over again. And it seems like it passes through the next 2 magazine restriction that is on this anoint. I want to assume that if you swap from this anoint to another one with the same anoint, you can do it. Have not confirmed that. I will test that out. But it does persist through the next 2 magazines itself. So that is incredible. Go ahead and give this anoint a try. Get some tests in yourself. If you have any additional questions, let me know what you discover, because this anoint is probably going to be rising up to the top of the food chain very, very soon. Go ahead and give it a whirl and tell me what you guys end up finding. I'm very curious. Other than that, I think that's going to be the video. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care all. Laters.